So I still remember the first time that I saw a Bajaj concept, the CS400 at the Auto Expo show. It was in 2014. That was a while ago, but the concept stood out even then. The bike looked beautiful, and when the Dominar finally came out, the bike still resembled a lot from that concept design. It's a very nice compact machine, and it looks amazing on the road. It's been a long time since the Bajaj Dominar has come out into the market, and the competition has gotten a lot more competitive. Between the 250 to 400cc segment, there are so many motorcycles. In fact, Bajaj has given me this sheet paper right here, which notes out all the new features and specifications of the new Bajaj Dominar. And right at the end, they've pointed out the specifications of every other model in that segment. Now, if I count all of them, there are 15 motorbikes in this segment now. That's amazing. That just shows how far the Indian market has gone in terms of motorcycles being offered to the masses. And now, Bajaj has upgraded the Dominar, they brought on a new engine, it's got more power, and we're going to see if it's just as good as it was before. The first generation Dominar looked good, no doubt, but the little changes that have now been added make the new Dominar look even better. The bike still gets the muscular and compact power cruiser design on the perimeter frame. The other changes include an upside down 43mm front fork that adds some muscle and strength to the bike's character. And there is now a dual exhaust setup. The headlight has also now become more compact. The bike looks as good as ever, and that's one of the plus points of the new Dominar. It still gets massive 320mm single disc at the front, and it still gets the chunky 17-inch alloy wheels. The instrument cluster is digital, and the secondary info unit on the fuel tank is now also LCD. So now the main changes to the engine, it's gotten more power, and instead of a single overhead camshaft, it now gets a dual overhead camshaft. That means the intake and the exhaust valves each get their own camshaft. The cubic capacity still remains the same at around 373 cc. The power has also been bumped up to 40 bhp instead of the original 35. The torque remains the same at 35 Nm, but overall the engine has been improved a lot. You can really feel that power when you're riding on the road, and it fits in very nice and compact into this frame, as you can see. And overall performance has been great, and the vibrations have also been reduced quite a bit. The new engine definitely feels more powerful. Although initial acceleration feels more or less the same, you can really feel the difference in the mid-range and the top end of the revs. Cruising on highways is now more enjoyable, and you can draw out a lot more from the engine. The new dual exhaust also sounds much better. After riding the bike for a couple of hours and pushing it hard, I have to say the power delivery is very good and enjoyable. The overall refinement has also been slightly improved, but not much, as some people might still say the engine is rough. But I never found a problem with the old Dominar either. The focus point of the new Dominar, however, has to be the handling. The 43mm upside down forks really have done wonders to the way the bike performs. The steering feels a lot more responsive, and there's a lot more feedback as well. The front wheels stay well planted, and changing direction quickly is easy. The rear suspension is the same as before, and Bajaj told us they have made it softer, but I couldn't make out the difference. When we did take the bike on the rough stuff, it still feels a little too stiff, especially at the rear. But then again, this is a power cruiser and not a trail rider. Still though, if you do decide to go off-road once in a while, it was pretty decent. Thanks to the tall handlebar, you can stand up comfortably. The seating position is also very nice. It's a cross between a tourer and an aggressive naked bike, and it will suit almost anyone's riding style. The Bajaj Dominar has gone a long way since it was brought to the Indian market. The competition has increased a lot. Its own sibling, the KTM Duke 390, is still the best bike in this segment in terms of performance, in terms of overall riding quality. This bike here, the quality still isn't as good as the other competition, I would say, but nonetheless, at its price point, it's just a very good product. I mean, you've got the CB300R that's just come in as well, and that's more expensive than this. You've got the TVS Apache that's been here for a while, the 310 that's been here for a while now. That's also a very good product. Then, of course, you have the Himalayan, and you've got so many other things to choose from. But if you want a nice power cruiser that can do anything, I would say that the Dominar 400 still is a top contender. It's a very good machine, so you might want to head down to your nearest Bajaj dealership and go for a test ride, because I'm sure you'll be very impressed with this machine.